We are talking to Lizzie G, the educated rapper from Chicago. My first question, I know that you're musically inclined, but what made you start rapping?
Well, ever since I was young, I always had a knack for music. I actually started playing piano, took lessons for a little bit. Then I started playing drums, taught myself how to play drums at church. And then when I used to come home, I just used to make beats, and I had nothing to go over the beats. So my friend and I, we had a little group, a little singing group, and that's what really made me start, getting into music and all of that. And once we ventured off, I just started rapping and started rapping to beats that I used to make on my own.
Now, that's something that I found very interesting about you is that you make beats. Not everybody can make beats or produce, so you kind of started in a good place. So how does that set you apart with you being able to make your own beats and not having to buy them or find someone to make a beat for you?
Well, I definitely think it sets me apart because you want to, be versatile. You want to be well-rounded. And if you are able to, write your own lyrics, produce your own beats, I definitely think that, you could be independent. And I actually took a course in high school called electronic music, which really helped me get the necessary tools to learn how to make music and learn how to produce music. And I loved what I was doing in high school, and I wanted to continue it in college. So I actually took courses, and it wasn't an actual major at my undergraduate university, which was Northern Illinois University, but I had to get a contract with different courses like recording classes, music theory, and I had to get it approved by the College of Visual and Performing Arts. And that definitely allowed me a lot of opportunities to create music using a lot of the different softwares that they had available in the school and in the studio.
Wow, I love it. And so with that back on high school, first of all, what high school was that?
I went to Curie High School, which is a great school for performing arts. And like I said, when I did start playing piano, then teaching myself how to play the drums, I'm like, man, I want to go to a high school that really has something dealing with the arts so I could really get involved and try to pursue my music. So I went to Curie High School, which is on 49th and Archer, like southwest side of Chicago. And I was just involved in a lot of things, such as the gospel choir, played the drums for them. And through my major in high school, electronic music, they had an after-school program, and I was a part of that, just being around like-minded people who was interested in music and producing music.
Wow, I love it. Now, you're in school. You're about to graduate with your master's. Congratulations on that. That's wonderful.
Thank you. Yes, I'm so excited.
And I see that you're studying integrated marketing communication. Right off the bat, when you sent me your information, you have your quest kit, you have your website all together. How does what you're learning in marketing impact your career as an artist? Because clearly you have the business side and the artistry down, and so many artists don't have that. So how are you using what you're learning in school in marketing to further your career?
Yes, the program that I'm studying right now for my master's has definitely impacted my music career and has given me a lot of opportunities and just a lot of knowledge behind the marketing communication world. So it definitely helped me utilize the tools to market myself, to brand myself, to get the correct message out to my audience, and just know who I'm targeting. I also think that when you want to put yourself out there as a brand, you need to create something that will resonate with people for a long time, which is why I could create positive music, because it's something that will be sustainable in the long run. It's music that I create rated E for everybody. So this degree has definitely given me the knowledge on how to position myself as an entrepreneur, as a businesswoman, as an independent contractor, learning how to market myself, and which is how I do all of my marketing on my own, like press releases for my songs, pitch to journalists, and bloggers, to ask them to write, an article on me or feature me. And this degree has definitely given me a lot of tools on how to really get myself out there to the public and really promote myself. So I'm definitely grateful for that higher education, receiving this master's degree from Roosevelt University.
And it definitely makes a difference. I know for me as a journalist, by you sending me your website and your press kit, it made it easy because I get a ton of emails a day. And when I meet artists and I have to Google them and find stuff and piece stuff together and generate questions, a lot of times I don't have time to do that. And so many artists don't understand that. So when you sent me everything together, I went, yes, she is doing this right. And I love to see that. So
yes, that's something I learned from one of my professors. Just, anytime you're reaching out and you want someone to cover something on you, make sure you give them all the information that they need so they won't need to be going and searching around for it. So they have it right there in their hands and they're ready to get started and get on board with what you want them to do. So, yeah, that's definitely something I did learn from one of my public relations professors.
I love it. Now, your message, I like your message, too. It's funny, I have a 14-year-old, and we saw you at the Black Women's Expo, and so I told her that I was interviewing you. Normally, she's not interested. She just goes and does her thing. But today, she's right here listening.
Hey, girl.
So you are getting, she just went out for a minute, but you are getting the message across, and it's a great message. So let's talk about the inspiration behind your message because we need that, and I love that.
So my message is a powerful one. Basically, I want to encourage young people to express their talent while getting an education, letting them know that you can do both. And I'm a prime example of it because I'm pursuing higher education and I'm doing music as well. I really think that here in Chicago, it's hard for just conscious rappers and even female rappers like myself to get out in the music market. And because I am creating a positive message behind it, it just doesn't tie into what you normally see or hear of Chicago because you hear about the violence, you hear about the gangs, you hear about the drill music market. And so one thing that does differentiate me from others is I'm not talking about all those negative things that people do see in the media of our city. I want to give hope to the youth. I want to be that inspiration to them. I want to be that positive role model that youth grow up listening to that has a message behind it because I want, like I said, all ages to be able to support my music because, like I said, my music is rated E for everybody. So I feel like I wanted to be that one to shift the culture, to let youth know, like, if you want to be that model or if you want to be that rapper or if you want to be that tattoo artist or whatever it is that you want to pursue, you can do it. But get an education at the same time because that's one thing that will make you a step above other artists or just other people in your field. It will just give you one thing under your belt that will make you different. And so I definitely think that it's important to have knowledge and education because you can, be able to own your craft. So that is why I wanted to have a message behind it because I felt like our youth needs it.
Most definitely. And what has the reception been like among the youth with your message?
A lot of them are excited that I'm actually doing this. My main target right now is students because I go into a lot of Chicago public schools doing motivational speaking and then being able to perform my music as well, get that promotional aspect in there. So they're happy that they see a young lady who's actually, putting out this music and having a message behind it and just being so energized and enthusiastic about her craft. So I've been getting a lot of positive feedback from a lot of the youth and a lot of positive feedback from principals and coordinators of schools, having them book me to come out to their schools and speak to their youth. So I definitely think that because I do create a lot of motivational music for our youth, it's something that they can relate to and listen to. And even if, they're just driving in the car, if they're doing homework and they want music to listen to, they can pop in Lizzie G and be entertained.
hear you say so positive, not just the music, even to meet you, you're very personable, you're very friendly and warm and open in this environment with everything that's going on. How do you maintain that level of positivity?
Well, I definitely have paid respect to a lot of women that have came before me. My family, the women in my family, and just the caliber of women within my sorority. I'm a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, and we do a lot of impactful programming and public service to our community. And so I've always been that one who wants to help and who wants to give back. I come from a family that has struggled in the past. My family is from Haiti, so they came to the United States to create a better life for themselves. And so with them making the sacrifices that they've made and just wanting a better life for their children, I just decided, that I need to always just walk in the light of God and just be thankful for the things I have and the things that He will continue to give me. And so I think definitely just being around positive people, being around hardworking women, and just people in my family who have sacrificed a lot for me, I just always like to maintain that level of positivity and, just to be able to reflect that, I am a child of God because I am very spiritual. I am Seventh-day Adventist as well. So I definitely, love to do the work that God has called me to do.
I love it. So now, your third album, Make It Happen, just dropped in February.
Yes, make it happen.
14 tracks. Wow. So tell me about that and what is that like and how does it feel? That's a huge accomplishment.
Man, I'm very happy to be I put out this third album. It's definitely been a step above my first album and my second album. I actually wanted to have a few more tracks on the album, but it's not about quantity, it's about quality. So I did have a deadline set for myself of when I wanted to be done with everything. And once I saw I was getting closer to the deadline, looking at the number of songs I had, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to stick with this. The 14 track project is a combination of booming production along with motivational lyricism, encouraging youth to pursue their dreams and get an education. Basically, it's also a timeline and a story of what I'm going through right now, just rising above challenges to make it happen for a better life for myself and the people around me. And also, my favorite track right now, which is Keep Calm and Graduate, definitely sums up how I'm feeling. Just working hard in school and working hard pursuing my music, just trying to make it happen until I keep calm and until I graduate. So it's just basically a combination of different things that I'm really going through right now. And the best music out there is the music that's real and music that people can relate to. And so, when I put that out there or when I put Make It Happen out there, even though that it's so broad, it's just a lot of different ways, people can see that like, oh, make it happen. It's a lot of different ways you can kind of go with it. However, on my end, when I had that even be the title of my album, I just wanted to let people know that, I'm out here making it happen. You too can be a part of Team Make It Happen. And you can do a lot of different things that can say that you are making it happen, whether you are working your 9 to 5, whether you are providing for your family, whether you are in school or whatever you're doing, you out here making it happen. You're getting up day to day, you're doing your routine, and you are just trying to make it happen for a better life for yourself. So this project, by far, I can say is my favorite. I put a lot of work into it, and I actually was going to put out a mixtape. But when I was just going through my songs and just going to the studio, a lot of my beats were original. I did a combination of covers to like some artist songs up there, putting my own lyrics to it, but using their beat. And it was just kind of like a practice to me. So I was going to do a mixtape of just a lot of artists' beats that I was using and just, doing some covers to them. But as I was recording, I was like, man, maybe I should just put out an album because a lot of the beats that I were using were original. On this project, I actually worked with 3 different producers. And everything was original. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to put out an album. And also, I haven't put out an album since 2010 because I've been really busy with school, the transition from undergrad to graduate school. So I was just really busy during that time. Everything in between 2010 to 2015 has just been like singles that I have put out there or, music videos, but I haven't had anything concrete. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to put out an album. And that's how it happened. And I did it in February because I wanted, it to still be in Black History Month. I'm, very big on celebrating Black history. And also just so I can have time the remainder of the semester to be able to focus on school. So I definitely just wanted to get that done and out the way. Over winter break, I did a lot of recording and a lot of weekend recording as well because during the week I'm in school. So, yeah, make it happen.
Wow. So you graduate next month and you drop the 3rd CD, your 3rd project. So now what?
Yeah.
What's going to happen after this, after graduation? What can we expect from you?
After graduation, I really just plan to go even fuller force with my music. And what I mean by that is I'm definitely doing a lot of traveling and to different states and even out of the country. So I definitely plan to promote myself more, work on my brand and image, also manage to set up performances out there everywhere that I am traveling to. Last year when I studied abroad in Paris with my graduate program, I was able to perform out there. I managed to set up a gig at one of their open mic venues, and I was well received by a lot of my French supporters. So I just plan to utilize that strategy everywhere that I travel, to contact venues, see if I can perform, even if it's at an open mic. I just want to, get that exposure, let people hear my music and let people hear my message. So I'm doing a lot of traveling this summer. And I'm going to be working on some more music videos to a lot of my main songs from this album, Make It Happen. I actually have one that I'm dropping later this month, which is Keep Calm and Graduate. So I'm very excited about that. So it can be right in time for graduates, that motivation right before their last milestone, crossing that stage. And just wherever else God leads me. But of course, I will have a lot of time now on my hands now that I'm done with the masters. So I just plan to go even further with the music, which is releasing music videos, working on more music to put out there, maybe later this year or early next year, working with other artists, touring, and just promoting and getting myself out there, radio interviews, everything I can get my hands on. The sky is the limit. I'm just trying to do it all and make it happen by the grace of God.
Wonderful. So tell everybody how to follow you, how to support you, any appearances you have coming, how to get your album. Tell us how to keep up with Lizzie G.
Yes, if you want to keep in touch with your girl, I'm on all social media platforms. I definitely would love for everybody to follow me on there, especially if you do appreciate good, positive music. Engage with me, interact with me. My website is LizzieGmusic.com. Has everything on there that you need to know about me. And Facebook, I'm on there. Like me, Lizzie G Music. Instagram and Twitter, my username is the same, which is LizzieEeg30. I'm on Pinterest, Lizzie G Music. SoundCloud, Lizzie G Music, everything. And if you go to my website, everything is linked on there, so you'll see it. If you're on Facebook, you'll see a link to my other platforms. Right now, my album is available to listen online, which is on my website, LizzieGmusic.com. There's also a couple of blogs that publish the album as well, and I did post that information on my website. I have a couple performances coming up. Actually, I have something next weekend at Douglas High School. It's a women's conference that I'm going to be performing at. And then that Saturday, I'm going to be performing at a dance competition at St. Sabina. Um, have a couple of other radio interviews coming. It's just a lot of things that I have going on. I definitely do update my website and my platforms daily to let people know how they can keep in touch with me, follow me, and even come out to my shows. Right now, I'm working on possibly getting my album online for people like want to purchase it and stuff online. But however, people who have got a copy of it, it was like either physical copies, like I've encountered them and we did that exchange through there. But they can listen to it online though if they want to listen to it. So I definitely appreciate people who spread the word because we want to build together. We want to definitely get that word of mouth heavy about positive music. So LizzieGmusic.com is my website, and all of my social platforms that I'm on are linked under there, and I would love everybody to follow me.